Hey guys, Damo here, and as promised, here's a video on 2 ingredients you should avoid in processed foods if you're looking to lose weight and be healthier. So if you find either of these in the brand you chose, put that shit back and try and find a brand that doesn't have them in it. In most cases you can, okay? So the first ingredient that I recommend you avoid is maltodextrin. So maltodextrin is used by processed food companies to prolong the shelf life of their food, yeah? So they gotta make their food, process it, then they gotta put it on a shelf, and then they need it to last until you finally buy it, right? The shit's not good for you. Basically, it derives from wheat. So, if you've gone low carb and you're like, oh, I'm not eating bread, and you've cut fruit out or what have you, and you're being real proactive about not eating grains. If you're eating food that has maltodextrin in it, then all that is kind of for nothing, because you're still getting the wheat in you. You're still getting the grains. It's just sneaking in through another avenue. One food that this is commonly found in is bacon. So they use it to preserve the shelf life of their bacon. Now you can find brands that don't have it, but just be aware, like a lot of the normal bacon brands do have maltodextrin in it, yeah? So if you're looking to buy bacon, make sure maltodextrin isn't in there. It derives from wheat, and if you're trying to go low carb and you're trying to lose weight, you're better off avoiding this stuff. And not just bacon, but with anything, yeah? Look on the back of all your grain products, your cereals, even your BCAAs, sorry, your BCAAs, yeah, your branched chain amino acids, if you're using them, get one that doesn't have maltodextrin in it. Yeah, cool. The other food additive to avoid is corn syrup, or anything corn really. So if you're not aware of it, corn is not a vegetable and it is not healthy for you. Corn is a grain. Yeah, it's not a vegetable. Now it's technically classed as a vegetable when it's soft, so when you've heated the shit out of it and boiled it to fuck, but man, I wouldn't eat it. It's still a grain. It's still a grain. So if you look on the back of your food labels and you see anything, corn syrup, what's the other one? Powdered corn. They slip my mind, but there's a few of them where do I have corn in it, or maize. Maize is just like corn. They're grains, so avoid that. Again, if you're low carb and you've decided not to eat bread and you're cutting down on your grains to lose weight, eating anything that derives from corn is gonna counterbalance that, yeah? And corn syrup is in a shit ton of food. A shit ton of food. I've found that and maltodextrin actually in crackers. People believe are healthier because they're low carb. Corn thins, yeah. It's not good for you. It's do people still eat this shit and lose weight? Sure, but this video and everything I do is more geared towards the average person who's trying to lose weight, who's tried for a long time and hasn't been able to get results, or the person who classes themselves as a beginner. And the first thing to do that would be productive when it comes to actually reading a food label and being able to determine whether this brand is better than this brand is looking on the packet, looking for these 2 ingredients and making sure it's not in there. So that's going to arm you with a bit of knowledge to start being able to make better decisions in the brands you buy when you're in the supermarket. For example, bacon, get one that doesn't have maltodextrin in it, and it's going to be better for you. Yeah. Any grain or processed food, the one with corn syrup in it, try and find the equivalent that doesn't have corn syrup in it, and you're going to be on your way to living a healthier lifestyle and actually getting the results you want. So although it might seem like a small tip, this small tip added with 100 other small tips equal one huge colossal fucking thing. Thing, right? And then they all join together into something great. So using every little tip you can together is what's going to help you get results in the long term. Of course, there's other ingredients in food labels you should avoid. Some are alright, but you know, just start with these two. Start with these two, and you know, I can always teach you the others later on. Hey, let's just keep it small to start off with. Other than that, I hope that helps. I know it will, but like everything, you must put it into action. Okay, so start actively reading the back of the food labels. Start looking for these two. You know these two are bad for you now, so you can avoid these two at least. And just be more aware, yeah? Knowledge is power. Arm yourself with the knowledge to succeed. And then you shall, right? So I'll see you in the next video, but that's that video. Sweet!